Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get going, and I'm very pleased to be able to introduce my good friends Anthony Febo and Ricky Orng and their show Adobo-Fish-Sauce, because it is really great. I've seen them do this many times, and they always do it a little bit differently, but they are really great performers. And they've worked with the Lowell poetry community for many years. Febo was a student here at Lowell High, and yes, give it up for Febo, yes. And Ricky has been around Lowell for many years, and we're part of the Lowell Poetry Wheel. We do Untitled Open Mic, and we do Free Verse. We're going to talk about that a little more in a minute, but let's let them come on, give them some love. They're going to introduce everything for you.
Wow, wow, wow. If you were live, say yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I said if you were live, say yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're going to have a good time tonight, y'all. We're going to have a good time tonight. We promised to get you out of here at 2:30. You know what I mean? I understand it's a Friday.
Yeah.
It's a Friday. We get it. Shout out to Fridays. You know what I mean? Make some noise for Fridays, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, thank y'all so much for rocking with us. I think it's a beautiful way to start the weekend, at least for myself, ending it with y'all. We're Adobo-Fish-Sauce. This is my lovely homie right here, best friend.
Boom, boom. My name is Febo. Hello, everybody. I'm the one with the beard and the hair.
Yes, and I'm Ricky, he, him, his. I'm the fish sauce in Adobo-Fish-Sauce. I also have the beard and some hair.
Ooh. Shout out to beard, shout out to hair, shout out to eyebrows, shout out to eyelashes, you know what I mean? We're just having a good time. Shout out to all body hair, you know what I mean? Shout out to hair on your forearm, regardless of who you are, you know
hair
what I mean?
We're here for it. Let's go. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we are gonna be doing some spoken word, a little bit of cooking, a little bit of poetry. And if you have not seen spoken word before, we just want to give you some language to use, right? Because yes, we're gonna be talking to you, and our language is gonna be poetry and cooking and vulnerability. But this is not a us talking at you situation. This is a conversation, right? And the language that y'all have is showing love. Because respect is nice, but showing love is an action. Showing love is something you can do, right? And so if you hear something tonight, whether in the talking trash or in the poetry that sticks out to you, you think it sounds real nice, you know what I mean? You can give me a couple of snaps. Let's make sure that happens. That can happen.
Wow, y'all so good at the snaps. You can fake it. I can't snap, but it looks good. It looks good.
Exactly. And if you can't snap, Ricky, what can you do?
You can clap a little bit for the homies, yeah? Yeah, first, yeah?
Yeah. Excellent.
Well, Febo, what's another way we can show love?
If you don't want to clap or during the poem, and if snapping doesn't work for you, then you can pretend that you're eating something real nice and give me a quick little Now you don't have to be like too much. Back it up, all right? Just enough to let us know that what you're hearing is landing and that it's rocking with you and that you're having a good time. Yeah. Ooh. All right, so we wanna get some poetry going.
Yeah, and I think a good way to set us off, and also to give y'all an opportunity to practice showing love, is welcome maybe a guest chef to our performance. A fellow poet here, and they want to be able to share a little bit about what's happening in the next couple of weeks, but also share a poem. So with that, let's please make a lot of noise, show a lot of love to our homie, Kat, y'all. Give it up for Kat.
Let's go.
All right. Just gonna take my mask off. This poem doesn't have a title, but I'm kneeling in the hands of the universe, as if fate is predestined and not ever changing, as if it's not constantly impulsively shaking. I'm kneeling in the hands of the universe like God planted me there himself, as if he bellowed down from the heavens searching exclusively for me, selected to be small enough to fit inside your hands, the universe. If the devil dresses up as humans to deceive us and lead us to sin, can't God? What would the devil have to gain from testing humans? Wouldn't God be the one with the desire to test his followers? But suppose the devil could dress up as God. how would you tell the difference? If people play God and truly are the devil, can you tell the difference? Whenever I have found the devils and gods, I can't tell the difference until it's too late. I can't sift through the delusions until I've already sinned. Now all that's left is repent. Beg God to forgive me for my sins, but I am the God of my own universe. The only person I'm begging to forgive me is myself. But am I God enough to allow that forgiveness? God did not seem to forgive Eve for indulging, and you seem to be my apple. The one thing God told me I can't have, but can't seem to shake the thought of indulging in. I am not God enough to understand why. If you think that's super cool, you know what you guys could do? Come to the workshops. Not only do you get awesome poetry, there's also free pizza. Pizza, guys. Free pizza. It's free, and it's pizza. They're usually on Saturdays. The next one's going to be on the 20th, so not this Saturday, but the next upcoming Saturday. And they're at the Pollard Library, so it's like not too far from here. And you know, if you want a free meal, pizza and poetry. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Kat. Show some love for the homie right there. Couple workshops right after next week, and we'll pass a sign-up sheet if y'all interested in learning more about it. But I'm gonna put my apron on too. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get to work. We got some cooking to do. We got some stories to share. Some tears to shed, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be making some tostones. Yes. I'm already feeling good about it. Ricky, what are you gonna be cooking today?
I'm just gonna make some grilled corn, Cambodian style. Shout out to all the Khmer people in the house. Yo, honestly, I've been waiting for that because I do that every time, and it's maybe one person. So
and that
much
person
love
is you.
to Mo, yo.
You're just like shouting out yourself real quick. You know what I mean? So for those that have no idea what tostones are, right? First thing you need is a plantain. It looks like a banana that got bullied in high school, and they decided to just do mad push-ups when they graduated. You know what I mean? That's nice and thick. I'm gonna chop this up. I'm gonna use some adobo. And we're gonna keep that going. But here at Adobo-Fish-Sauce, we love storytelling, we love cooking, and we love doing that as a tool to fight back against the go back to where you came from, right? Like the speak English, right? We use our culture, we use our stories as a weapon right back, as a tool. And so shout out to doing things that you love in order to like make yourself feel better, right? So tonight I'm cooking because I miss the creation my hands can make. Too often I focus on my knuckles, but tonight I'd rather use the precision of my fingers to cut a plantain. Place them in a pan and watch them tan in oil. Like if I never moved from Puerto Rico, would my skin be tostones brown? How I cook to feel closer to home. How this has nothing to do with who can cook better and everything to do with the man on the train that yelled, "English, please," when I was just giving directions to someone in Spanish. How we tried to claim space for his ignorance by diminishing my culture. How there is no correct way to be Latino in public after being told to shut up without proving that person right. So tonight, y'all, I need to cook. I need to take something dead, massage it in adobo, let it get loose to the song of oil and sweat, and watch it give life to those that eat it. Tonight, we will eat. Tonight, we will praise over our food and not worry about the language we do it in. Tonight, the stereotype of being Latino and loud does not exist here. We are all too busy reteaching our mouths how to be a host for this food, how to leave room for dessert, because there is always dessert in my house, and they all have names that don't have names in English, because when you taste this good, there is no need for translation. There is no English, please, for flavor, for tradition that keeps culture alive. Because we all have to eat, because we all have to live. Because what's the point of doing either without a little sazon? Like the next person that yells, English, please. Like the next person that yells, English, please, when I am just giving directions to someone in Spanish, must be bitter. Like, they must be what they eat. Like, tonight, I will be an island.
Let's give it up for Fibo! So I would like to believe like every one of us had like some sort of experience with maybe with writing or with poetry, and you know, it can look like a lot of shapes and a lot of forms, whether that's singing, whether you're a dancer, or whether you're a chef. There's a lot of ways to creatively express ourselves, and this is just like one way we like to show our feelings and our stories is through poetry and through cooking, you know, and you know, I would like to believe that every single one of us.
Sorry, you just gotta get it. All right, go.
Every single one of us here is like an artist in some way. Is like a creator or a chef. You know, being able to put stuff together and make it that's authentically yours. You know, your story is so true to you, and that's something that I really love about this piece that Fibo just shared.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate. Yo, shout out to making art with your best friend. Yeah, go ahead. Damn, I'm like, hey, no one got a friend in here? Ain't no one got a friend. Come on now, shout out, let's go.
Also, shout out to the very soft sizzle that you're hearing right now, because I think we're just we're taking that plantain and bringing it up to the next level right now in the frying pan.
You know it.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna rock with a piece for y'all as well.
Please.
This feels good. I'm gonna wait for my corn to get a little bit crispy. I'm warming up some coconut milk over here on the side. Please don't burn.
I got you.
Thank you. Yo, shout out to Mill City 978. No, it's so good being Lowell's home. But I think about my family story. And when my mother was pregnant with baby Ricky, she used to own a donut shop in Southern California with my father. She used to joke around for customers about naming me after donut flavors, like glaze, French cruller, jelly boy. My name was deep fried and tossed into something sweet, you know, so American folk can chew on it easy. I was born in Salem, Wichita, Massachusetts. My father flew across the country with a broomstick and boxes in the back of the U-Haul. This jelly boy popped out. Call it a miracle. Call it homeland I can fit in my parents' arms. My dad didn't make it to the hospital in time. So my uncle, this dark-skinned Cambodian who had a fryer grease for a lung, he had the responsibility of writing my name down. Of course, some Cambo uncles can't spell for crap. I was supposed to be named after this Thai singer, someone my mom loved listening to, who sang these beautiful love songs, but my name is a typo. My name is spelt Sophornya. The PH in my name is pronounced more like a P than that F sound, right? That H was probably placed there to document this breath, this exhale, this burning smoke turning into a sigh of relief. As some of y'all may know, there's a lot of other Cambodians with the same SOPH prefix, and I don't really know how that happens, but I just know that my dad, Sapun, is SOPHON, and one of my best friends, Sapeh, SOPHEAK, and my ex, Sapeh, SOPHY, my name is pronounced Sapanya! Sounds so audibly resembles my name. I just want my name to be an announcement, a call for celebration. Rafiki holds baby Simba above Pride Rock, but my name is not Rafiki or baby Simba, but it's Simba's butt. It's where wisdom and youth collide. Is my grandma screaming out my name from the second floor window for me to eat dinner to a house full of wild animals. I just want to make my family proud. My name is a proud mistake. My name is like a donut with the hole in the middle cut out because I used my middle name as my whole. I introduce myself as Ricky. I'm afraid if I leave the first name sitting in the back of my throat too long, it will come out burnt. My parents aren't together anymore, but I like to believe that they have a home that fit here within me. I don't have a name after a Thai singer, but I like to believe I write my own love poetry now. If there's anything that I can leave anyone with, is that some Cambodians can't spell if their life depended on it. We put an H wherever we want. I think it's to show everyone proof that we're still breathing. Thank you.
You want to do an update at all, or you want to just jump to that second piece?
So real quick, for those following at home, trying to follow the recipe, the plantains have done one fry. They got seasoned in some adobo because, I mean, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And now I got a tostonera, and it hugs the plantain like an auntie that hasn't seen you in a while, and then it makes it nice and flat, and then you give that a second fry through. So that's where we're at. Just want to give people a quick little update. Ricky, talk to us.
So I'm trying to do my own version of some potang. I got some coconut milk. I'm gonna put some sugar. I'm gonna put some fish sauce in it because why not, you know? Got some garlic, some scallions, and I'm gonna drizzle that over the corn shortly. But before this gets to its max toastiness, how many people, you know, how introduce cute things? Do you like cute things? Y'all like cute things?
Hey.
Okay.
Make some noise if you like cute things, yo. Come on.
I'm gonna bring this up to the front.
Do it.
This is a story about cute things, maybe about cute people, but definitely about cute things. I DM you a picture of a sticky bun from across the bedroom and asked if you wanted one last night. When we woke up, we realized it rained and we wore 11 a.m. like a swimsuit. Jumped in a car and drove like hyperplane, like time travel. Like today we can be a little late for those other things because today is your first time at IKEA. We knew where the cinnamon rolls were and that it was only $1, but we needed to make as much room for a different kind of sweet. You know, for the frozen meatballs, for the Scandinavian democratized design. Ooh, baby, IKEA. Like I said, we knew where the cinnamon rolls were and that it was $1, but we gotta make as much room. I mean, we took the short pencils that are too small to write with, the measuring tape too flimsy to measure with. We just know to buy stuff that's not bigger than the car and take pictures of the furniture with funny names on our phones. Like I said, it's like your first time here. All this joy in this place, all this furniture. We try to fit a home in a Honda. We try to fit a catalog in a vehicle. We try to build something beautiful that you can push around in a cart, and this cart pushes funny. Look, it goes sideways. IKEA is like Six Flags, and that's really the only metaphor in the poem that matters. It took all of us to sit on everything, to open every drawer and watch it close in slow-mo like someone you love walking away from you. It's us at the finish line, imagining having everything that will make us happy at the end. Like I said, I'm not really good with numbers. We bought stuff, but the car was obviously too small. I just think I love buying plants that doesn't belong to me. Thank you.
Come on. Stay up there.
Say less.
So, one of the things that Ricky and I love about this partnership is that we get to hang out and call it art. You know what I mean? And shout out to having moments where sometimes your friends can see what you need, more than you can see it at the moment. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're just in the feelings too much, or like all the lights are off in your room, and you've closed all the curtains, and you're just like in it, right? And then sometimes you get a knock on the door, you get a text message, and sometimes it's your best friend Ricky, and he's like, "Yo, we should go dancing." Shout out to dancing.
That's a story? I just needed a ride.
So this poem takes place at the club, was written on the dance floor with two good thumbs and a good two-step. You know you've chosen the right club when 10 minutes after you get there, a dude walks in on crutches.
Wow.
Like this club was his hospital, and his boys were his doctor, and the only form of aspirin he needed came in the form of their welcome.
Yo, we've been coming here every weekend like church. Every weekday like work. Like the bouncer doesn't know us by name yet, but knows us by face.
And every night it's a new religion.
Another third shift, a different prayer behind a DJ booth, and we just need something to believe in.
Because earlier this same week, Joselito got arrested for rolling up on a group of proud boys with 2 machetes because them boys called us spics, because them boys said we didn't belong in the space we occupied. So we danced tonight because he can't. Y'all, I swear, everyone in this club is looking for the better parts of themselves they know lie in the hips of another.
Y'all, I swear, we leave with less than ourselves than when we came in. Left all the baggage at the front door, $2 at the coat check, and we want nothing from holding us back, y'all, we swear.
This club is packed to the brim, but there's approximately 10 people that came here tonight with pure intentions to dance, and we are with 3 of them.
Every homie here wants to bust a move, but are always too shy, always sideline scared, maybe one drink away, and I'm tired of feeling like that, and this whole week, I've been feeling a little tipsy.
And then Joey sees the girl that told him his love was better suited for anyone else. Now he's offering his heart instead of offering a right foot as an invitation to dance. And the girl I have fallen in love with for this song is already dancing with the person behind her. And I'm happy to see this, the way I'm happy to see a former lover move on.
And then the DJ plays a song that makes the whole crowd inch shorter. And the ghost that followed us in tonight couldn't find us for a second. And for a second, I don't feel guilty about the choices I've made.
And then next to us, the person that's having the most fun is taking up the most space.
Isn't that what joy is like? To make us work so hard to get it, but make us feel guilty when we finally do?
And I wonder what it is about brown bodies that we turn towards music to shake off the heavy. This club is filled with the children midnight has birthed, but none of us are drunk from the bar because the line is like hella long.
Instead, our body gets drunk off the feeling it receives when sorrow gets evicted. When we tell it regret, it can't dance with us. It can't sit with us. And we don't need to know everyone's story to know that when the DJ plays the last song of the night,
we all sing the chorus of Lauryn Hill's Killing Me Softly and sounds like we are treading water. Killing me softly, come on now, with his work and my whole life. Google it, please, Google it. With his words, killing me softly. Here we go, here we go. With his song.
Wow.
Word.
Yeah, you gotta,
you know it.
Google it. You gotta Google it.
Could you hook me up and can you flip my homies?
I got you.
Thank you. I wanna. Where we at? 15. No doubt. All right, cool. So we got a couple of more poems for you. I've been teaching a series of workshops at this middle school in 7th grade, and I just forgot how like hard 7th grade was. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where y'all went to middle school. Anybody go to the Daily Middle School? We out here, yes. Please next time make noise. Don't give me no hands. Make some noise, y'all. Did anybody go to the Daily Middle School? Here we go. We're here to have a good time, y'all. And in 7th grade is when I started writing for myself, and I'm just noticing like how many things in my life have happened. Like they were a first time that things happened. I just feel like I've either been trying to like reclaim that moment or try to experience something like that again. And I just realized that sometimes we just need to take a quick breath and recognize that all of the things that have happened to us, like it, love it, hate it, are part of who it is that we are. And I'm thankful for who it is that my experiences has brought me to, because, you know, I'm here with y'all right now, and there's no other place I'd rather be. So, poem, here we go. The first time Anthony pretended... Let's do that again. Y'all can clap for me. Here we go. All right. The first time Anthony saw his father cry, he was 10. His mother was unconscious in his father's arms, cradled with the same precision you cradle a newborn. The head resting in the wrinkle of the elbow, the ears positioned symmetrically between the bicep and forearm as if to whisper, one day, you will grow out of my safety, but I will always attempt to protect you. This is also the first time Anthony saw his father be gentle. The first time Anthony pretended to marry two of his friends was at recess in 2nd grade. His closest friend at the time wanted to kiss Ashley, the prettiest girl in class, so a plan was devised to make this possible. With Anthony playing the role of priest, the arranged wedding was set, and as the words, does anyone have reason as to why these two should not marry, left his lips, the words, Ashley, I want to marry you for more than just a kiss, was trapped behind his. This is also the first time Anthony pretended that heartbreak is not painful. The first time he ever heard hip-hop was also the first time he heard his own voice. The first time he performed, he got booed off stage, but it was also the first time he ever felt at home. The first time he witnessed glass shatter was within the midst of an argument. The exclamation of smash is always louder when done on purpose. This is also the first time he ever witnessed his father be sorry. The first time Anthony was called monster. He sat in silence as the love he once shared converted into questions he did not have answers to. This is also the first time he was ever called unlovable. The first time Anthony tasted his own blood, he was 7. He and his family were at a nearby park, and when it was time to return, Anthony went ahead. Perched at the top of the hill, he smiled at the only obstacle between him and his home, then mounted his bike and rolled down that slope at speeds never before reached, then crashed into a chain-link fence, his face battered and bruised, leaving a trail of evidence all the way back to the house. But this is also the first time he ever tasted freedom. Y'all, the first time Anthony felt safe saying, I love you, was after 3 years of glass shattering, 3 years of pretending that heartbreak is not painful. Now, there is always a trail of evidence leading to a battered and bruised past that will prevent you from achieving speeds never before reached. They will taste like words swallowed. They will fit in the wrinkle of your elbow. They will sound like booze, but don't let it feel like home. Remember, the first time you heard your own voice, how it sounded like music. Seeing someone be gentle is their attempt to protect you. Her crying may not provide answers, but will taste like freedom. Even if the prettiest girl in class does not kiss you, you are so lovable. So the next time someone calls you a monster, just smile and show them the blood in your mouth.
You got one more than groupies?
One more than you then. Oh, you have the time? One more me, then one more you, then groupies, yeah?
If we can.
Okay. Anybody in here listen to salsa music? Nice. We got 3 people. We got 4 people. Okay. Ask your Latino friend and to ask their dad to then play some salsa music for you. You know what I mean? Or we got some bachata in the building too. We got a little bit of merengue. I'm with you. I recognize that salsa is the hardest one to dance to, but it's also the easiest one to cry to. You know what I mean? So here we go. I fell in love with salsa music because of my pops. My pops passed away earlier this year, had a long battle with Alzheimer's, so every time I think about salsa music, I think about him. But I also love salsa music because in high school, freshman year, had a crush on someone real hard, like one of those I love you even though I don't know your name type of thing, right? And then she danced, so I was like, okay, cool, practice in front of my mirror, long sleeve t-shirts, gotta get it going. And then years later, we danced and fell in love and then broke up 6 months later. But shout out to her in that moment for this poem. Here we go. If you are unfamiliar with the structure of salsa music, well, it is simple. 2 verses, a chorus, and a bridge. But for those of us whose feet step in rhythm with timbales, we await the real reason to get on the dance floor. The breakdown, the part in the music where the song is technically over, but it would be a sin for the musicians to stop. Because when you sing salsa music, you are singing Spanish gospel, and tonight, Mark Anthony is God. The opening trumpet asks if you have ever heard of Jesus, and before you can reply, you hear him. Mirándote a los ojos se responden mis porqués. And now all your why, God, whys are now turned to wepa. You laugh at all the times you felt sorry for yourself because you could have been dancing. Me inspiro en tus palabras y mi casa está en tu piel. Now your hands, they are set free from the shackles of your pockets, and they are looking for life, y'all. Looking for a reason to believe that this will get better, at least for one song, as if all your heaviness can be shaken off with a spin. Que eterno amor, mi devoción, viniste a ser mi religión. And there she is, the only dance partner that has ever mattered. She's known you since your two left feet would stumble to say hello, and she is here, gliding on the dance floor, and you are 13 and in love all over again, but she is no fallen angel, so this must be heaven, and if this is heaven, then you are thankful for the fire that has burned you. Mi dulce sentimiento, de nada me arrepiento. She tells you she is tired, that she's been doing the same moves for 2 verses, a chorus, and a bridge, and she is ready to break down, but you pull her close. And like a prayer, you whisper, but the breakdown is the part we've all been waiting for. Valió la pena, lo que era necesario para estar contigo, amor. You tell her that after hearing her laugh for the first time, you went home and searched through your father's Bible collection so you can finally understand what God was singing about. That if you ever get a chance to kiss her confession booth mouth, may all your sins be rebuked. May the seconds that it takes for your lips to touch be a final toast to the road that led to her. Las horas y la vida a tu lado, nena, están para vivirlo, pero a tu manera. So you reflect back on your 2 verses, your chorus, and your bridge. So many times you have stopped moving. How that feels so unholy, because now your hearts are in sync with the rhythm of timbales, and you are thankful for this gospel, thankful for speaking God's language, and thankful for the time it has taken you to finally get the courage to ask her to dance in this church. Enhorabuena, porque valió la pena, valió la pena.
Yo, shout out to writing love poems. All my poems at the beginning were love poems. And I like to think all my poems are love poems still, but who is it for? It's a real question. Shout out to all the grandmas in the house. Yeah, woo! Make some noise if you love your grandma or grandparent or just family. Make some noise for that. Wow. Oh, that's 5 minutes too early. That's 5 minutes too early. We're not trying to do that right now. I feel hella inspired by y'all, just sharing the stage with FIBO. And it's just, yeah, I mean, yo, we have poems about cooking, poems about love, poems about cats, honestly. I want to read a poem about my grandma. And I think, if anything, right, I think writing and poetry just gives me another opportunity to learn more, be able to like connect with parts of myself that I feel like I haven't and still is. You know, I'm a grown person. I'm a grown person, but we all still got learning to do, right? I'm not in high school or in school, but we learn every day, and I feel like art is one of those tools. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna do a poem about my grandma. Thank you. My grandma is gangster as hell. She rock bucket hats and beanies. Her grandchildren yell at her because she can kill a case of Heineken on her own. Homegirls still chews tobacco. See, all my family live in Massachusetts, so when I moved from the South, I was reintroduced to my culture, Cambodian folk. I started living with grandma. So imagine, a 5'2" homegirl, killing it with a floral skirt, rocking a fanny pack under the thermal, probably had about a couple stacks in it at least, I'm telling y'all. She's so gangster. Her grandchildren call her OG, you know, like original gangster, but a G stands for grandma because she's cute like that. See, the thing is, I don't really know her story or can background check her credentials. But what I do know is there's been some crazy stuff. Some some hard times, some tough times. I know her husband died in the war. I know she raised 4 daughters on her own in a country that does not belong to her. She's gangster. Homegirl machetes the backyard with flip-flops and takes a timeout because there's poison ivy everywhere, and I mean everywhere. When I get home from school, she's already squatting it up in the kitchen, both hands full of a butcher knife and a beer, and it's only 3 o'clock. Dinner's ready at 4, and then I eat with her. She says, "Gone, Lamont, child, is this good enough? Chunk that, babel, duck's eel, groit child, you want to add salt or soy sauce, lime juice?" And it seems like she really wants to make this dish perfect. I reassure her that the food is Lamont, okay. I don't really know how to say anything else. Sometimes my gangster grandma would do some gangster stuff and tell me some gangster stories, and it's usually after a few beers. And I know no one has been home all day, and sometimes it sounds like a rant or disguised as some life lesson or some blatant things that you need to know, kid, and I'm trying my hardest to follow along with ears that doesn't know this palate fully, and she will stop. She will say, "Yo, do you understand?" And I want to tell her so badly, I want to, but honesty would slip up and I would say no, and she tries to backtrack her story, and most of the times I just want to hear my grandma speak. So I say, yes, my yay. She says, "Yole, do you understand?" And I sometimes wonder if she's asking less about the words and more about this. And sometimes I say this plate of food is delicious. Each spoonful, I am thankful. And I wonder if I can't learn her story that this is the only thing she can give me to make me feel full, more whole, more Cambodian, less hungry, less fleeting country, more like home. And that's some gangster stuff, OG. That's my grandma helping her grandkids survive. And I want to tell her about my day, about my problems, but I haven't been around, you know. I haven't been around grandma, you know, and my mouth only knows how to eat and spill out one way. And I know stuff is still hard and tough, and she does not need to say anything. The last time I hugged her, she was so small. She looked up to me and asked if I wanted to bring any food home.
Come on. Give it up for Ricky, y'all. Come on. Okay, so real quick, as we're finishing up the food situation over here, for those that know it, they know it, and for those that don't, we got a little special sauce. It's real classic. It's real fancy. It's called Get-You Mayo. You know what I mean? Little bit of Get-You Mayo. We take that. We take it and we just, pow, one of those, and then pow, one of these, and then pow right there. You know what I mean? Just to do it. Ricky, talk to us.
Oh, I don't have my mic because I was in it and I left it there. But I'm putting the sauce on the corn right now. It's getting some sizzle. I'm going to introduce the next member, Waft. Waft, hopefully you can smell some of that.
Yes,
can you
yes.
smell that?
Okay. So, we would love it if y'all could rock with us. We have one more poem for y'all, all right? And one last poem. I'm gonna intro this poem, right? And so, you know what I mean? If the bell goes and we like almost done, just rock with us for a little bit, all right? You know what I mean? Look, wherever it is that you're going to isn't going anywhere. You know what I mean? Hopefully. We really love the idea of food, of people coming together, of feeding people food that you grew yourself, of buying that, of making that happen, of like maybe like a nice little tote bag as well, you know what I mean? And if you mix all those things together, you do essentially get a farmer's market, right? But the thing about farmer's market is that sometimes the people that are there don't look like you or me, or don't look like the folks, or you don't feel represented. So we decided that we wanted to think about, well, what would it look like if we could set up a farmer's market the way that we really want to rock it? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, this is our last poem. Thank you so much. If we don't get a chance to talk to you, know that there is love here, and hopefully there's love there as well.
You got this.
At the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market, there is most definitely a pig roast. My cousin Pedro got his station made from bricks, and we keep the fire going with huffs and puffs and straws and sticks. At the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market,
everything is picked fresh, grown from the porches and backyard garden water bucket beds. The fruit tree is grown right next to the driveway pavement, and we find bulbs bloom before they become bruised babies and sidewalk masterpieces, but call those boys beautiful too.
At the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market, you can get all the flowers you didn't get in high school.
There's a cup of shaved ice and condensed milk to soothe any hurt.
And only about half of the people are mad that Goya got a tent because we get our products at wholesale and it saves us the trip to the bodega. But at the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market, the bodega got a tent too. And it ain't serving nothing new, but it's still nice to buy from someone who asks, yo, how your mama's doing? At the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market,
there's a tent for karaoke and grilled beef sticks just sitting on top of a charcoal box. There's songs about love that I only know the words as white filling into color, but what better way to learn about language than hearing it sung?
At the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market, my grandmother, in a voice just above a prayer, shares her recipe for feeding her 7 children.
A Cambodian shuttlecock teaches a circle of men about flight.
There is a section to get your hair done, a trim or a shape up if you need it. Just follow the sound of the buzzers in tune with salsa music. It's located just far enough so that the hair and food don't mix, but close enough where culture and community do. At the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market,
there's a crab apple tree growing here out of the pavement.
The Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market is not only the things you brought home, but it became the front door itself.
And this was your city with all of this.
And all of this from here, by us and for each other. And all of this exchange happened more than a Sunday or a weekend, but in all the time, every day, community building because we have to type thing, because we need to type thing, because at the Adobo-Fish-Sauce Farmers Market,
everybody leaves with bags
and bellies
and hearts
and hands full of this harvest.
Wow.
Thank y'all so much. We got workshops on next Saturday, the 20th, at the library, 11 to 2. 11 to 2, y'all. Come through if you're able. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Word.